watching NLTV Midday NLTV News now. Let's start with the headlines first. Nagaland Home Department informs the state-level function in celebration of the 59th Statehood Day, which will be held at the Nagaland Civil Secretariat Plaza, Kohima. Government of Nagaland calls on all the concerned departments and colony chairmen for mass social work in view of the Statehood Day work in Kohima. Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio is set to leave for Delhi in the coming days to discuss the Naga political issue with Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is set to hold a meeting on Tuesday at 11 a.m. to review the preparedness in dealing with COVID-19 new variant Omicron. Twitter co-founder and CEO Jack Dorsey steps down from his position, giving way to Parag Agrawal, an Indian origin, as the new CEO of Twitter. Let's go through the details now. Nagaland Home Department on 29th of November informed the state-level function for celebrations of the 59th Statehood Day, which will be held at Nagaland Civil Secretariat Plaza, Kohima on the 1st of December from 8:45 a.m. onwards. The function will be live-streamed on MyGov Nagaland's YouTube channel. Interested viewers were asked to watch the event online on YouTube and Facebook. Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio will leave for Delhi in the next few days to discuss the Naga political issue with Union Home Minister Amit Shah. During a telephonic conversation, Shah asked Rio to come to Delhi to discuss the Naga political issue and matters pertaining to the alliance and development of the state. Meanwhile, Rio is planning to go for 1-2 days in the first week of December. Earlier, Shah has asked him and Assam Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, who was also involved in the Naga peace talks with the NSC and IM, to come to Delhi. Nagaland University has reaffirmed that 2021 UG examination will be held in offline mode as per schedule. The decision was taken during an emergency meeting that took place between the authorities of Nagaland University and principals of undergraduate colleges affiliated to the university at Lumami on 29th of November. Issuing a press release, the university asserted that the previous notice that was issued on 21st October in regard to conduct the examinations shall remain unchanged in the release. The university also reiterated the decision to conduct examination in offline mode has been taken unanimously, keeping in mind the larger interest of the students as well as the society. Here's a breaking news to our viewers. Nagaland University has reaffirmed that 2021 UG examination will be held in offline mode as per schedule. The decision was taken during an emergency meeting that took place between the authorities of Nagaland University and principals of undergraduate colleges affiliated to the university at Lumami on 29th of November. Issuing a press release, the university asserted that the previous notice that was issued on 21st October in regard to conduct the examination shall remain unchanged in the release. The university also reiterated that the decision to conduct examination in offline mode has been taken unanimously, keeping in mind the larger interest of the students as well as the society. Nagaland TV on Monday visited the Walford and Burma Camp powerhouse area of Dimapur to inspect the road conditions in their respective locations. During the inspection, it was seen that the Walford road was completely in dilapidated condition and was unused by commuters due to the poor maintenance of the road by government, while the road to Burma Camp powerhouse looked like a rough riverbed. We have more on this. Let's have a look.
Amikhan Walford area dia higina ase rasta la upor de jankari diwole to amikhan ite amikhan la camera person ba dikhawo amila left pa jeshlo to the Walford area ase aro dade ba shuglo de to 1 to 1.5 kilometer jeshlo Nltv bridge pungchuwo aro rasta la condition khan apni khan dikhe ase kina ase man bia ase aro kitewa town area khan de traffic congestion takshlo to itu area de ba bi itu jaga de ba bi jaigina mohan Rasta jawo pare do rasta bhalu shugule do libi rasta biya ho nimide edewa public khan bi birawole man duk pai ase
aji amikhan yadi Burma Camp powerhouse colony dia ahina ase apni an rasta do dikhi pabo nodi laga rasta nishina ase rasta bishi biya aro itu rasta do approach roti ase colony laga holibi itu jaile public college commerce aro do train station aro auto parking itu kan area di jai ase apni kan dikhi ase aro itu highway bra ephale jaile ephale khoraile highway connect kore to most of the time traffic congestion heavy thaka damde itu rasta do auto wala khan bra line auto khan bra bishi cholai thake to itu laga distance to bishi lamba bi nohai 500 meter nishina ase hole concern authority diba itu rasta bunai dishi gole highway khan de congestion thaka time de itu rasta do easily traffic jam.
The much-awaited and the first four-lane RCC and ARC bridge in the state connecting the new Nagaland Secretariat and the Nagaland Assembly was inaugurated on Monday by Chief Minister Nephew Rio, while inaugurating the bridge, urged the citizens and the landowners to sacrifice their lands and cooperate with the government for development of the state and to further keep the city clean. He urged the landowners not to obstruct for any development taken up by the government. Notably, the construction of the four-lane RCC ARC bridge along Sonoru was proposed in the year 2015. According to reports, it took about 2 years and 4 months to complete the four-lane RCC bridge with an estimate of 35.81 rupees crores.
I want to congratulate from department to contractors to the landowners and who has supported this Sonoru bridge for completion. I extend my gratitude, my thanks to the people who are involved directly or indirectly. Nagaland, though we are the senior-most state after Assam, we are lagging behind in our infrastructure development, compounded with our Naga issue, unresolved issue, and then small thing, but land issues. The landowners, some are very generous, but some are creating problem, not only in Kohima, but all over the state. Constructions of road or even other developments also. So I request, while thanking the so-called landowners all over the state, to sacrifice or to part to the government for all-round development. Otherwise, we'll be behind.
The Nagaland Tourism Department has addressed a press conference at the Tourism Office in Kohima Indoor Stadium near Raj Bhavan on Monday. The advisor of Tourism, Art and Culture, KOV Yaptomi, affirmed that the state is ready with preparations of the highly anticipated Hornbill Fest 2021. He informed that 17 tribal groups are gearing up with the preparation of minimum 9 performances for the event. Professor Jagdish Mukhi, the governor of Nagaland, will grace the festival as the chief guest along with guest of honors to the US Consul General to India, Ambassador of Israel to India and the Consul General of Germany to India. The advisor to Nagaland Chief Minister Abu Mehta stated that due to the high alert of the new COVID-19 variant Omicron, all SOPs will be strictly observed. Abu Mehta also mentioned that a budget of 5 crore have been assigned for the fest at the conference.
Beyond the borders of Kisama, beyond Kohima. Today we have Hornbill Festival, despite pandemic restrictions this year. But if you would recollect the trend from 2019 onwards, the Hornbill Festival has gone into all the other districts. You have events happening in Peg district, 2-3 locations, Wokha, Zuneboto, Mokokchung, Mon, and Dimapur. So, at least 6 to 7 districts were touched in the 2019 edition. This year, if it had taken us normal route without the pandemic, it would have been statewide by this year. But having said that, we are still having several events, as this book will indicate to you, events outside Kohima in other districts. So it's now a wholesome Nagaland festival, and it has a very inclusive approach. Talking about inclusivity, the Hornbill Festival is a unique model. The government of Nagaland facilitates and assists in hosting the festival, but more than 90% of events are managed, organized and executed by private entrepreneurs, by event management groups and the business community. Hornbill Festival is about entrepreneurship, enterprise and inclusivity. As minimum governance, red tape and control as possible, the government and the department ensures minimum standards and best practices. Apart from that, we allow the event management groups, we allow young people and these organizers to take their own route. What this does is that it allows creativity and innovation to flower and blossom. And what's the purpose of that? The purpose of that is Nagaland's policy in promoting experiential tourism. Today, the world's biggest tourism economy is experiential tourism. And Nagaland is offering unique experiences.
As Nagaland prepares to celebrate its 59th Statehood Day on December 1st, the government of Nagaland has called on to all the departments and colony chairmen for mass social work at Wokha district on 30th November at 6 am to 9 am. As informed, all localities and departments were seen carrying out the mass social work on time. Delhi's quality of air seen to have improved marginally on Monday, dropping to the very poor category after 3 consecutive days of severe air as wind speeds picked up over the capital. The government, in an effort to combat air pollution, has banned on the entry of trucks into New Delhi till December 7th, while the ban on construction and demolition work will continue. The entry ban will not apply to CNG trucks, e-trucks or those engaged in essential services. Delhi Environment Minister Gopal Rai, who announced the third phase of the Red Light of Gari Off campaign from December 4 to 18, said the air quality is not expected to drop below the very poor category unless the city gets rain in the first week of December. Former Congress leader Charles Pinegrove has been appointed as the Trinamool Congress State President in Meghalaya on Monday. Trinamool Congress National Secretary, General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee remarked that Mamata Banerjee is avidly envisaging immense change for the betterment and furtherance of Meghalaya, with All India Trinamool Congress leading the path. He further added that the chairperson is pleased to appoint Pinegrove as the president of AITC Meghalaya unit. Notably, this development came ahead of the 2023 Meghalaya Assembly polls. Indian Railways became champion in the women category and runners-up in the men's category in the national championship. 3 women cyclists from NF Railway shined in various events in the women category and brought laurels by winning 4 gold medals and 1 silver medal for the Indian Railway. NF Railway women cyclists, namely Sonali Chanu, won 3 gold medals, Matoble Devi won 1 gold medal and Manorama Devi won 1 silver medal in the event. The team participated in the 26th Senior National Road Cycling Championship held at Kurukshetra from November 25th to November 28, 2021. Amid rising concerns due to new COVID-19 variant, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is set to hold a meeting on Tuesday at 11 a.m. to review the preparedness to deal with Omicron, while Delhi government on Monday said RT-PCR tests will be conducted on all passengers arriving from 6 high-risk countries. Notably, the 6 Omicron-affected countries include Belgium, Israel, Hong Kong, Botswana, Zimbabwe and South Africa. The Congress and 13 other parties may consider boycotting the winter session of Parliament after the bill to repeal 3 farm laws was brought and passed in without debate in both houses, and 12 opposition MPs in the Rajya Sabha were suspended on Monday. Boycotting the rest of the session, which began on Monday and will continue till 23rd of December, will be among the options discussed, along with continuing protest and disrupting proceedings at a meeting of opposition parties on Tuesday morning. People aware of developments said the same. The Trinamool Congress will not attend the Congress-led meeting. It called a separate meeting to decide its next course of actions. The party's Rajya Sabha leader, Derek O'Brien, said 2 TMC MPs were among the 12 lawmakers suspended from the Rajya Sabha for the remainder of the session. Twitter co-founder and chief executive officer Jack Dorsey on November 29 stepped down from his position, ending his nearly 16-year stint with social media giant. The company's board has unanimously appointed Twitter's chief technology officer Parag Agrawal as successor. The resignation of Dorsey, who has been heading Twitter as the chief executive since 2015, will come into effect immediately. However, he will remain a member of the board till around May 2022 to enable a smooth transition. The 45-year-old outgoing CEO expressed faith in his successor Agarwal, who had joined Twitter in 2011 and was appointed as the company's CTO in 2017. Ministry of External Affairs on Monday said that it stands to support African countries in the fight against the new COVID-19 variant Omicron. Supplies made on India's vaccines will be provided to the affected countries, the MEA said. India has so far supplied more than 25 million doses of Made in India vaccines to 41 countries in Africa, including nearly 1 million doses as granted to 16 countries and more than 16 million doses under the COVAX facility to 33 countries. Meanwhile, South Africa on Monday said that it will remain on the lowest level 1 of its 5-level lockdown strategy to fight the COVID-19 pandemic, despite the global panic around the detection of Omicron variant in the country. President Cyril Ramaphosa has announced. The World Health Organization on Sunday asked countries around the world not to impose flight bans on Southern African nations due to concerns over the Omicron variant. Assembly elections are due next year, and of those 7 states headed into, Uttar Pradesh has the highest proportion of people who are multidimensional poor at 37.79% of its total population, while Goa has the lowest ratio at 3.76%. There is a wide variation between rural and urban poverty in 5 of the 7 states, which include Goa, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Manipur, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. There is also wide divergence in performance on the 12 indicators used to calculate the first ever multidimensional poverty index by the Niti Aayog. The national MPI, as per the 2015-16 National Family Health Survey, is 25.01% of UP's 71 districts. As many as 64 have MPI higher than the national average. Lionel Messi won the Women's Ballon d'Or award for the record-extending 7th time at a ceremony in Paris on Monday. Messi won the last edition of the Ballon d'Or in 2019 before last year's award were cancelled due to the pandemic. He also won in 2009, 2010, 2011, 12 and in 15. The 34-year-old scored 38 goals in 48 games last season for Barcelona and won the Copa del Rey before captaining Argentina to Copa America glory in July. Messi has played just 11 games for PSG so far, scoring 4 goals. But he was rewarded as much as anything for his continued brilliance down the years. He has now won the Ballon d'Or twice, more than any other rival, especially his old rival Cristiano Ronaldo. Between them, they have won 12 of the last 13 editions, with exception coming in 2018 when Luka Modric claimed the prize. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will be in Mumbai on Tuesday and is slated to visit Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray and Nationalist Congress Party Chief Sharad Pawar. During her 3-day visit, she is also scheduled to meet with industrialists in the state on December 1st with an aim of inviting investment to her home state. Her meeting with Thackeray and Pawar, 2 of the 3 coalition partners in the ruling Mahavikas Aghadi in Maharashtra, comes amid her party's widening rift with the Congress, which is the 3rd partner in MVA. The Officers Club Longlong organized the first inter-department badminton and carom tournament from 29th, which will go on till December 1st at Multipurpose Building, with A. Fongshi Form, Class 1 contractor as special guest. A. Pongshi Form congratulated the founding members and executive members of Officers Club Longlong for providing a platform to socialize and urged them to give their best. He hoped that the tournament will be a blessing and an eye-opener for the youngsters of the town. Deputy Commissioner Longlong M. Shayung Form acknowledged the department and HODs for participating and said that due to the pandemic, the Officers Club could not organize such tournament the previous year. Well, that is all for now. This is Gargi Deka signing off. Keep watching Nagaland TV.
Do you dream to become a reporter?
Or want to be a news anchor?
Your dreams can be a reality now.
Grab the chance to serve your state as a journalist.
Send your CV to cvdy365@gmail.com.
Call us at 7099033602.
Join the fastest growing news network of Nagaland.
Keep watching